yet because I've
No,
just been
I know.
trying to figure
It's
this
just
out.
9:01, so I wanted to put us live.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have to be in the game. I haven't scooped ice cream yet, so.
Well, Karen
I figured,
isn't here yet.
Yeah, wait till Karen gets here, and then I'll actually go to the freezer and grab it. I didn't want to have it out, It's kind of
Me
a
neither.
sensitive thing.
Because I'm cutting it so close on my internet, I just told Owen to put himself to bed.
All right, watch Dana.
He's a good kid, though. One of the advantages of having a responsible older child is that it's easy sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's Discord?
Let me open Discord, share to Discord. All
right. Yes, let me go to my Discord server. That's a good spot for me to be. All right.
I'm not there yet either, so no worries.
You're good.
What the hell?
Sorry, we're all still getting situated, everybody. That's the way of it.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I did the annoying thing for the first time in a year where I forgot to update the title of the Twitch broadcast. Thankfully, it's still Sea of Stars DLC, so I don't care. Get over yourselves.
But the number's wrong, right?
Yeah, I'll retitle it when I go to YouTube. Hi, Snow Mercury.
There we go. All right, there's the game.
Bop, bop, bop.
All right.
Ba-da-da-da-da-ba. Oh, wait, wrong music.
Okay, let me close my sound window. If you lose stuff, it's because I'm clicking around. Okay, it's not.
Yeah, got it.
It's not an issue. It's not an issue.
I'm going to wait to resize this, Dana, until you click back, though.
How are folks doing in the chat?
I was going to say, and did Karen put anything in our signal chat? Is everything
She said Teams was being really slow, so I'm guessing she's still waiting on it because she's in Discord.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
We can wait a minute. Good track. I guess you weren't hearing the track, but...
Oh, you actually have to rename it on Twitch. I'm running XSplit, the pro version. And I could do it, but for the right game, I'm not going to bother. I appreciate the help, though. Check that out. That's correct. There we go. I love that new bass line. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
I have a phony Negroni, that's what Neil called it, because he ran out of vermouth.
Oh.
So
what's the substitution?
I kind of feel like I want to go make one.
I think it just doesn't have vermouth. What? Yeah, Neil, where'd you go? Tastes good. I don't know what's in it. It's a phony Negroni. I like that name though.
I love it. Phony Negroni is a fantastic name.
A dingleberry.
I actually.
Yeah, Snow Mercury. The title track does change based on progression.
Version.
So even
I thought it was just the DLC.
It's World 1, World 2 DLC.
Oh. Okay.
The title screen image though has about 17 different permutations. My guess is only one for the DLC. But it'll reflect time of day and where exactly in the plot you are.
All right, I'm going to click back so you can resize the window. I'm going to go grab the ice cream since I assume Karen will be here soon because we're going to toast. Karen's birthday was this week. So we're going to toast with ice cream, and then I'm going to make a Negroni. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Karen, I reposted the link in chat in Signal, but if that doesn't work and you just want to toast in the chat, we can do that too. It is Cookster Casey's birthday week for the rest of you.
Yeah, happy birthday to Karen.
We are ice cream celebrating today.
That's
and
right. But she is
almost
without both of her usual computers right now due to a series of mishaps that is like the world's worst luck.
I know.
But we'll get going when Dana gets back.
Teams.
And I'm going to hold down the fort with Julianne until Dana gets back, at which point I'm going to go scoop my own ice cream.
I still have my popsicle. What are these called? They're not popsicle. I mean, it's an ice cream stick. What's the word for this? When it's a ice cream, but it's a
ice cream on a stick?
Yeah, what's like the word? It's
I
not
just call it an ice cream
right?
bar, right?
Yeah,
but it's not an ice cream sandwich
bar.
because an ice cream sandwich is a very specific form
of
the
that's
thing you're holding.
That's a specific thing. It's not a sandwich. It's just like on a stick. Karen is here, but dark on. You are a void on my teams. I don't know if that's the same for other people.
Yeah, I don't see an image of Karen, nor do I hear Karen on teams.
Yeah, that's so wild.
A fudge sickle is also a specific thing. I like that thing for what it's
worth.
It
is not, yeah, it's not a fudge sickle, which is also a specific thing. Indeed, I agree. It's closer to an actual popsicle.
Yeah, I was weirdly reminded today, because I never think of this, that I learned all those types of words, like, within 15 miles of Julianne as a kid.
That is very funny. Like, maybe we did overlap at, like, Sesame Place one day. That's so funny.
It's a little farther than that, but it is within an easy drive to the same places of distance, right? How far are you from, like, Philadelphia?
20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or I'm not currently that far.
And if my family would have swung through the Jersey part of the turnpike to get anywhere, we'd be even closer to you, presumably.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm going to go with ice cream bar. I think that's the right thing.
I think ice cream bar is it.
Dana. Karen. I see a Karen. I don't hear a Karen.
Oh, yes, I do
don't know
see
if she can hear
Karen
us.
Now. Let me...
One parameter at a time.
That's
We've
right.
got the visual.
Oh, I'm going to have to re-add Karen to the stream manually because she's on a new computer and therefore a new connection.
Oh, God. Teams.
But I got it. We're done. No, that's not a Teams issue. I would have had... That's an XSplit thing, right? XSplit remembers the previous NDI connection. She's on a different computer now.
Oh, I'm still annoyed. I'll still yell at Teams.
We can still shit on Teams. That's fine. There, Karen's on stream now.
But we can't hear her.
No, we cannot. I can't change that.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, and She vanished, too. She vanished.
What? Me?
No, not you.
Starting Chrome.
Okay. I will start here. I'll at least get us in here.
All right. Dana, you take lead on talking to folks with Julian. I'm going to go scoop ice cream real fast.
Okay. I have a Negroni in my
real one?
Sunflower cup. Yeah. And Karen hopped out again. And I also have frosted malt as my ice cream. It's based on a department store that had, I guess, kind of a legendary frosted malt here in Cleveland. So it's
sounds delightful.
Specifically Higbee's chocolate malt. And they got the recipe for the chocolate malt when the place closed down. This custard place got the recipe, so they were able to like make the actual Higbee's version. So it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Dana, what do you call one of these things?
One of what things?
What is your word? My
Sorry, I
my ice
don't have
cream.
the Teams window open. Are you pointing at me?
Oh, I am showing you an object.
What would we call that?
Karen, I can see you, but I can't hear you. Although it's saying that. Wait, say something.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we can hear you now.
Hi.
Oh my God,
Karen, I made a
You
Negroni.
You sound as sick as you have claimed. Not that I didn't believe you.
I made a Negroni to
don't
toast
sound
you.
Good.
I know, that's okay. But I also have Higbee's chocolate malt just for you.
I have the gourmet red raspberry Oreo
Ice
because
cream.
it sounded
Oh.
nicest right now.
Red raspberry Oreo. That sounds incredible.
It's
I'd
a
probably
thing.
call that an ice cream bar to answer your question,
Okay,
Julianne.
I think
Yes.
I
As
think
opposed
that's
to what?
right. For some reason, I
Like a
didn't,
novelty?
that didn't feel right to me, or some word. It's
I
not
have heard people
fudgesicle.
say novelty.
That's a specific thing. Novelty.
Yeah, like
Like
ice cream
novelty.
novelties. That's usually like the category in the grocery
Oh.
store.
That's true.
And that includes all the like shaped ones and like,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have like a couple of bites of ice cream, and I'm gonna go forward.
Mine actually, I should have taken it out like slightly earlier because I'm gonna need to let it like soften a little bit,
This is starting
But-
to fall.
but it's here.
So I
Okay.
have a nice bowl.
Okay, so there's that.
Thank you, Karen, for joining us anyway, even though you are ill.
Riding the rails.
I don't know
Oh.
if you were there to hear my phony. I've been phony Negroni because we ran out of vermouth and whatever, an ice cream bar, chocolate. I think cookies and cream.
Legit. Have tea.
Sorry,
Thanks,
I'm just
Michael.
enjoying like
What
seeing
gifts?
what everything. Now that more of the world's accessible, I'm excited. I think I'm supposed to go back, but I just wanted to see what all I could get to.
I don't
And
actually
Ryan's
feel
gonna
as
have to
bad as I
reset that.
sound.
The Discord. It's getting chunky. The sound is getting chunky,
Alright.
Ryan.
Oh yeah, I can fix that. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
I think it's me. I'm chunky.
No.
Maybe it's-
Ew. You're
Maybe.
not chunky. Even if
Raining.
Oh, sound's still fighting me.
Anybody clock what
Yeah, I was
Chrono
gonna
Trigger
say.
instrument we're using here?
Yolandi.
Dana, would you reshare on your end, please?
I can, yeah.
Yeah,
One
thanks.
moment.
Yeah, we got that chunky audio still happening for some reason. Chunky is not the right word, but we
think
keep
it's
saying
me.
it because kind
There
of
we go.
gross.
That's
How's
better.
that?
Yes, thank you. All right, I've got my coffee almond fudge swirl ice cream. Hell yes.
Good choice.
So many things in there.
I'm proud of us for really showing up with the good ice cream.
we showed up, showed
Yeah.
out.
We did. We
Thank you
planned
for
ahead.
that.
Yeah.
Planned ahead for you, Karen.
I
yeah,
I
I'm gonna take a
firmly
bite of
believe
chocolate
that-
malt here.
We're gonna celebrate next week. Additionally,
Yeah, this is a
Just
half
keep it going. Birthday month.
half week. Yeah.
it really needs to be an extended birthday for me.
At least after you get better, whenever that is.
That's right.
And I'll actually have vermouth, so it'll be a real Negroni next time.
There you go.
And
It's true.
I'd
I'm
like
looking
to have
at
a real
Negroni's
Negroni.
birthday. Okay, so now it's Valaire's evil twin is causing the issue
Yup.
because we fought Zales. Zale faced the darkness in himself. He's having a rough day.
I liked emo Zale for what it's worth.
He's still there.
Already.
It's not just a phase, Mom.
Wake me up inside.
You got under your
Wake
skin. It's
up.
more than that, isn't it? I've always told myself I fight for others, but that it's about protecting them. But part of me does want to be seen to be important.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, I
little
love
glory.
being important.
That doesn't mean you're like him, Zale. He uses his power for himself. You're different. Am I though? I see the admiration in people's eyes, and sometimes I want it, and that makes me feel like maybe I'm not as selfless as I should be. It's, you know how they say like courage isn't a lack of fear. I think this is kind of what we're
in that
going
same
at.
genre.
This is in that same genre of emotion, right? Like,
well, he's clearly fighting the feeling. Yeah.
He could do with a little therapy about his need for external validation, like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And learn like what his intrinsic, motivation and looks like and what drives him.
What are what's their parents again? They were born like special twin warriors of light.
They aren't twins, but they were born on the solstices.
Right.
And so
summer and winter.
And that's summer and winter, and that's the difference in their powers too. Right?
Right, but they're also orphans. We don't know anything about their parentage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll do a lot.
They're orphaned or they got taken because they were like the chosen ones to train them from like babyhood. Were they actually orphans, or were they just like taken from parents and raised without them?
I don't know that. But the town of Mooncradle does not have their parents, and it does have non-solstice warriors.
Right. I got the sense that it was like, hey, we're gonna take the feral queen.
I'm gonna go all over.
All right, feel better,
Goodbye,
Karen.
my feral queen.
Thank you for my 10 minutes of birthday. We'll do it again.
Happy birthday, Karen. We'll have it again next week.
We will rebirthday next week.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
Renaissance.
We'll remake your birthday. We'll rebirth your birthday.
One more week.
We'll reunion
Hashtag
your birthday.
One more week. Yes.
Hashtag one more week of birthday. Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
One more week.
Ice cream again next week.
Yeah, I'm down with that plan.
Yeah.
I'll have more. Hell yeah.
Okay. Always control doesn't exhaust you, Valaire, pretending you don't crave a taste of
Andrew.
real freedom. Okay, so her thing's about how, like, she keeps herself in check. You're always holding back. You want to be wild.
Oh,
discipline isn't a weakness. I know what I'm fighting for.
A dude
the chains you wrap around yourself.
Oh,
you're just afraid to let go to feel the power that comes with finally doing what you want.
You're holding yourself back.
This is like how my
therapist.
Wild.
I'm sorry.
My therapist a few weeks ago, when I was like confronting some stuff about anger, she made a comment about feminine rage being divine, like divinity, and I was like, that's so badass. I don't believe it, but that's my messed relationship to anger. But I love that line of thought of like being able to harness it for like incredible power, right? Anyway.
Well, yeah.
That ain't freedom. What you're talking about is chaos.
Chaos.
Maybe chaos is what you
hot.
need. So
right.
she's gonna date a guy that like doesn't have a bed frame. Right?
My phony Negroni went down the wrong pipe.
Obviously, what the world needs is the black eyeliner version of you with the willingness to experiment. Right? Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Rage, let it in. Embrace your fury.
Spilled my chocolate on my white thing. Oh my god, Dana.
I'm so sorry. I'm not. It caused you to metaphorically fall off the treadmill, so I'm happy.
I fell off the treadmill. Yeah, this was more metaphorical. I should get on it, but after the ice cream, obviously. I haven't gotten my steps in today. Family time. Now I got this big old poop stain on my shirt. Gross.
It's chocolate. It's chocolate.
Poop or chocolate question. It is actually chocolate. Thank you.
Just quick clarification.
For anyone that just came on.
I have one critique here, and that is that
Wear ticket.
Inserting that level of anger into Valaire as a character is like the one big critique people have of the Back to the Future trilogy, which is he only reacts to being called a chicken starting in Back to the Future 2. Like they add stuff that wasn't there to make it feel more cohesive.
Although his father reacts to being called a chicken in the first one. Not with anger, right? But like there's a through line there that makes sense.
Yeah. I am muting and unmuting the audio for audience members for the sake of clearing static.
Thank you.
I wonder why it's doing so much static.
Yeah, I can't fix that. Dana, you might have to reshare again. I'm sorry.
Again?
That is goofy because you just did 5 minutes
What
ago.
the F is wrong with it?
Usually it takes an hour or half an hour.
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
Come on, Teams. Or XSplit or whatever. I'll still yell at Teams again. Yes, the sprites are good. I'm gonna say something about that, but forget.
Yeah, that's
I'll
better.
just keep the window open and accessible for me. Okay. Okay. Popcorn, get your popcorn here. Okay. Hello.
So I have like a hypothetical question
Yeah.
for anybody,
Okay.
but also for Dana and Ryan. If I were to hear this track outside of this game, and I've only played a few hours of Sea of Stars, and I've obviously watched more of that, but I'd be like, yeah, that's a Sea of Stars track. What about the sounds puts it in the like timbral instrumentational, but probably timbral pocket of Sea of Stars more, like the most?
Can I answer that by answering a slightly different question that I wish you asked?
Okay, I'm sad.
This is more of a comment than a question.
Yes.
From a timbral perspective, this has adjacencies with Donkey Kong Country 2's Dark Carnival aesthetic.
Yeah.
And there's overlap.
I played that game.
I know you've played that particular game, which is why I'm going there. But also, the bell-pitched percussion stuff is there.
Yeah.
The clockwork mechanical winding sound is there. It's slightly more
What?
here than it is in DKC. Oh, and I lost it because we changed tracks here.
Yeah, and we're
Wait,
done.
I can go back. I can go back.
No.
This is me
no.
we're talking about. I'm all about slow gaming.
You are about retreading.
Okay, also, I'm actually
Plenty of
really
shit I
glad
can
you
walk
did go
around
back.
and look at.
The
Yeah.
bass is present, but low in the mix, because this is not a Sega Genesis game, it's a Super Nintendo game. And if this were a Sega arrangement, you'd have a thicker, fatter, better bass.
So I'm trying to like think, would I, if I heard this outside, be like, this could be a Donkey Kong game track that I haven't heard.
I will at some point come back and do some of those carnival things, maybe between
Yeah.
between sessions. That is one thing I could do.
I think then it comes down to the actual like formal composition and genre composition in the end that makes it a RPG Sea of Stars versus Donkey Kong platformer kind of game.
Similarly here, don't move yet, Dana. This is very Donkey Kong Country.
The train whistle. The accordion was the train whistle.
I know that's tolerant. What genre is this? As we decided last week, right? Like 2 weeks ago.
Well, now the flute adds something new, don't it?
Yaz.
I love everything about this. This is so good. Everything I just said about Donkey Kong Country applies double to this specific track.
My criticism of Hades 1 and 2 is they have like a musician that you can get, but it just plays the tracks as they originally, and like knowing that like this is such a cool concept, I wish that it did arrangements of those tracks, because I don't care to hear those tracks out of their context.
But you wish that Orpheus actually played it on lyre and sang every one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
like,
fair.
The deep lore and the thing that realistically, if I can add to Ryan's docket of research, I think Ryan should possibly be the one to write this. For the original game. for the original game,
Okay.
we now have 5 versions of some of these songs.
The context is
right?
Dana's already making me do like 3 things, everybody.
I know. One of them I'm doing with you.
I assigned something just moments ago to you, too.
No, but like...
So anyway.
So the Messenger, right? We had the 8 and 16-bit versions, and then we had Sea of Stars, which started having those same tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But then we had the day and night versions of those, and then we had Bardcore versions of some of those on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So some of those tracks have 5 different versions now.
Yes.
And I feel like this is somewhere, like, not only because you know both of the, like, all 3 of these games now, but like I feel like this is sitting on the periphery of other stuff you're working on. So like I feel like you're gonna go
and how
here
do
at
you
some
create
point.
separate timbral environments for all 5 in a meaningful way? Yeah, I think that's a very fair question to ask, especially if we remove the 8-bit chiptune edition out of the equation and just say, okay, that's a 3-voice easy solution. How do you make room for 4 of those that all sound distinct?
Yeah.
That a normal person could
So
place
maybe
them?
instead of me saying like I'm assigning it to you, maybe I'm basically coming up with all of my collaborations. Maybe this is the one that you and I do. Maybe we collaborate on
love that.
this in the this in the Messenger at some point. Because I have collaborations planned with a lot of people. I'm entering my collaborative era. I'm doing my first of them this summer. Well, actually,
No,
third.
we just did. Our...
4th.
Yeah.
I am.
You're in it. You are
Karen
in
and I
it.
have a chapter in the works for the new emotion handbook. We have our co-authored stream thing. We have our second co-authored stream thing that's coming out, or that we will do. And then Adriana and I are working on a thing on Mystria, Fields of Mystria.
I have Donkey Kong on my napkin.
But beyond that, I have collaborations planned with George Reed, Sarah PC.
Other characters.
And I even have one with Julianne, the
Wait,
context
what?
of which I know you have already forgotten about, and that's why I'm going to keep it a secret and just drop it at a really opportune moment.
Okay.
You
What?
brought something
All right.
up that you said you wanted to work on.
Yeah.
I know you have forgotten, and I'm going to
Okay.
remind you, like, when the time is right, when the prophecy aligns.
Okay.
When the veil between this world and the next is at its thinnest.
I
All
want to
right.
be very clear. That's the most dangerous thing to hear from your best friend, right? Like, I know
I'm
you
gonna be
did
jump
this,
scared
and
by
I know
a
you forgot.
collaborative
Dun,
article.
dun,
You're gonna be jump scared by a collaboration, but no, that means I'm gonna choose a time where like you don't have too much other crap on your plate, because then you won't be distracted by it.
I see. That is
No.
when the time is right.
It will be a kind jump scare, a jump hug, jump
That's
high
still
five.
a scare for some of us. There you
I
go.
was just gonna say Julian's not a jump hugger.
It's a wear like
Jump
y'all.
hugger. Yeah.
I don't know if chat's gonna be able to guess it, because I don't think this was a discussion we had on stream. I think this
I
was
have
a discussion we had.
No clue.
I have no idea. I don't even know if I was
don't.
present for the conversation, text or
I don't think
voice.
you were. I don't think it was at the Bachelorette, but like I feel like it was an in-person, maybe at a conference conversation.
We would think of a paper idea at my bachelorette party.
Right.
Yeah. And you didn't even phrase it as like a let's do this together, but it was just kind of like this would be a cool thing to look at some point, and then I like filed it away.
Oh, okay.
Also, I just thought for a brief moment, I actually think Julianne is the only person in recent memory to have like done the whole running, jumping hug situation for me.
For anybody.
All right.
That really was. You mean at the wedding, right? At your brother's wedding, or?
No, I was actually thinking at the last time I saw you at Game Sound Con when I just walked to the hotel room and you were there.
In 2023.
So
Yeah.
I can't get the
I don't think you
special
gave
Okay.
me a
because I'm
running
not a
anything
master
at your
angler.
wedding. You were not a running situation.
I have to
No,
catch all
I
the
meant
varieties
your
of
brother's
goodie bag.
wedding. That's
Oh.
what I was thinking about.
That was the
Julianne
biggest hug I've
famously
ever
crashed
given anybody.
Ryan's
I don't
brother's
think
wedding.
I don't think I had seen you
Yes.
in 3 years at that point.
It was one of my first pandemic seeing somebody in person things, and I definitely was
Yeah.
either I jumped and you lifted me off the ground, like it was both. So
Right,
I
yeah.
was airborne.
Yeah,
It was
let's
an
talk
airborne
about how
hug at
strong
least.
and manly I am. That's right. That is one of my favorite stories about you.
There we
That you and only you. The wedding was 4 people. Everybody. And I did not tell Julian that in advance. I was like, oh, yeah, we're just coming off of Tom's wedding. You should swing by. And she was the only other person there.
Yeah. That's
I like
so,
yelled, hollered.
so excellent. It's like one of the better, trolls you've ever done of her.
Yeah, that wasn't even intentional either. Slap that bag.
Yeah.
Dana.
I know.
Slap that bag. Give it
Also,
a bag slap.
you need to get the big one.
I can't. Didn't you read the guy's text? He has a special magnet to get his thing out of the lake, but I have to be a master angler and catch all the other goodie bag types.
Oh.
So. So, I'm at least catching everything in the lake. I don't think that's what he means, but I'm gonna guess it's like catching all the fish in the original, but because if it were that easy, like, these are just sizes of goodie bags, so they're not. There's not that many.
What are people's favorite and least favorite fishing like mechanics in different games?
Ooh, good call. Because I
have the unpopular opinion that I think Stardew Valley's fishing minigame is fine, and don't know why all of you complain about it. Not all of you, the two of you. All of you, the gaming world.
I'm 100% on that.
I agree with you. I think we're all aligned here. Also, I play with controller though, and I think that really helps for the fishing specifically.
It does.
Like, it makes it not hard at all. There's like, it just makes it another thing that you do.
Now, what I will say is it is a minigame
like,
that
woo!
does lie to you in the beginning, because some of the rarer fish you cannot catch at the default level of skill. It looks like a skill minigame only, but is a skill plus item quality minigame, if that makes sense, for Stardew.
Right.
And I don't know if that's why people are upset, because they view it as a skill thing they should always be able to do, and they get mad when they can't.
Animal Crossing is chill, and Mystria, for what it's worth, has Animal Crossing. It's like the same mechanic.
I actually...
hold
on.
Anime.
Okay, that's Valere meets Laura Kinney. Definitely every argument I put forth about a dude having made this plotline holds. Yeah, Anthony, Karen's not feeling too well, so she checked in and checked out very quickly. We'll be doing birthdays again next week, though.
Her little one's birthday present was getting her sick and breaking her laptop. It's not been a good week.
No.
But she was appreciative of Julian and I with our Negroni and Faux-groni and the ice cream. We'll do ice cream next. It's a hardship to have ice cream again next week.
I am boozeless tonight, and it's because I hung out on the phone with Sarah PC for like 3 hours a couple days ago, and I finished my house's gin then.
Oh no!
No, I did not drink a ton of it. It was just the end of it, and so now I need to go get more. But I have this amazing. I actually have the citron grapefruit flavor of it instead of the yuzu right now. But it's that Korean jam tea that's really good.
I love that stuff. I love Ryan got me a giant jar of the yuzu and brought it to Nakfagum, and it was like. It was one of the many hugs I needed that weekend. And Elizabeth Medina Gray and I tried it together because she was like, that looks awesome. I was like, let's try it. Let's bust it open. Okay, once I have the recipe, I don't have to So I've been playing a lot of Mystria because I can't play this between streams, which is a whole thing. And so I have to forget that I don't have to actually hit learn
Ocarina of Time's game does suck. That is correct.
Okay, yeah.
To the point where when I make randomizer seeds for that game, I just take the fishing off the table artificially.
Okay. Yeah. Ugh. I did it barely. I remember not really doing it. I don't think I liked it. That's why.
What do we think about the track?
Oh, but do you know what
is it
fishing
new?
minigame slaps? Final Fantasy XIV's fishing.
I do like
Fucks.
the fishing stuff. Yeah, I do like Final
There's
Fantasy
like a whole
rest
community of people who go out yachting in Final Fantasy XIV for like special exotic fish catching.
That is cute.
And to go on like
Julian, have you gone to the
fishing
aquarium?
trips
Yeah,
with the bros.
No.
You have to
I
come
have
with
not.
me sometime. That's like a whole paper waiting to be written.
I did rejoin, like I restarted my subscription last
Goodness.
night and opened it up again for the first time in months.
Nice.
So I'm getting there. I'm like, how do I
Totally
play?
right.
I don't remember what I'm doing, but I did some stuff. I'm remembering.
Can you hook
Okay.
somewhere? Oh, you can. Yeah, stand right there and hook out to the left.
So is this just a cave? What is the theme of this cave? I wasn't paying attention because I was thinking about fishing.
It's the
Moons and
feral
werewolves
queen,
is the whole
so
theme
are
of it.
oh yeah, werewolves.
Okay.
Werewolves, but like I'm hearing more feral queen drumming.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of percussion.
But also
Is it doing
the
jungle
bell
ferality?
sounds. All these different
Like problematic.
bell and like percussion, like the pitched percussion is kind of lunar, which is Valair, right?
That's true. And
Like,
also
'cause
like the
that type of timbre
cave
shows up
stuff.
in nighttime stuff. Yeah.
cave
Represents the Corpse
drippings.
Gives cave.
Like listening stalactite kind of stuff. You get a lot of that high pitched percussion.
Is it just me or is the game dark? Oh, there we go.
Because there's a lighting the room up mechanic. Thinking ahead. Okay, I'm guessing I have to go this way.
How come that
Yeah.
never works when it would like make me look good? Right? Oh, I think you dropped $1,000 on the ground.
Right.
No, nothing.
It makes a cool effect when you do that.
If you told me that this was also a like volcano cave music,
Yep, I
I
believe
might
that.
believe you.
Yeah.
I think because of the kind of warm jungle percussion stuff that we get in a lot of games.
Okay.
Dinosaurs. I'm also thinking of like Chrono Trigger and stuff like that.
So
Even the
probably-
Donkey Kong places do that. Dun 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 dun
Yes.
dun. Right?
Climb up.
God, I did not clock Donkey Kong. It's been a minute since I played the Super Nintendo Donkey Kongs at all or listened to them, but like as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh God, yes, that's what this music. All of this music sounds Donkey Kong-ish. Have we
Yeah.
talked about that on this on like
No,
Sea of Stars
no.
streams?
We have not.
Well, now.
Well,
Well.
it's like amazing how much a different genre will just
Well,
push
shit.
you into hearing stuff differently.
I don't think I was supposed to do that.
I heard that.
Oh, do you have to
Good
reset?
Thing. Good move music, right?
Good move. What was that?
Shut up. That's what it was.
It can't soft lock me, right, though? Because, like, everyone's gonna make that idiot mistake. Well, not everyone. Some people don't do that right
You
away.
have to restart the whole save.
How do I... I can't... Because I can't pull that, right? Can I...
It's
get
got to be
down and then
solvable
push it?
with one block only. That's the deal. Otherwise, it wouldn't let you lock the block there. Can you climb on top of
Okay.
one star block right now?
Yes. And then I can get up here. Oh. was able to get up here.
Yeah, this is all you need.
I think I need to get that block down there, but I need to weight this down, right?
What you need to do is jump and race it.
You think?
Yeah. Yep. You're a winner.
Okay. Okay.
That noise.
That did a thing. There we go. Wait, but how do I get the milk?
You just jump down.
You're right. That is the solution. Okay. Okay.
I love
so pleasing.
too wet for a crystal.
Too much for a crystal.
I was like, let's move on. That's why I typed it instead of said it out loud.
I'm here for you. Don't
Check
worry.
out this new version of the track.
This is cool. This is cute.
This does a lot. Yes.
This is interesting.
So, what does the swung time do for us?
I was gonna just say, like, placing it in swing and or compound meter feels like the one bit of carnival that it still takes, that it still has, I guess, maybe. The rest of it is cave vibes.
Here's the thing, carnival cave vibes reads in video game land, especially with the Super Nintendo aesthetic, as a DKC bonus level.
I know.
I hate sun balance. I'm gonna have to practice it at some point, but
I was really proud of you the one time last week you got all the stars.
He was
I
proud
think
of
it
me
really-
one time.
it depends a lot on the pattern of it. Like,
Yeah.
because they make it so that it's like really hard to, it's very awkward to control.
Was
'cause he's,
that
like,
a major
balancing.
chord at the end instead of a minor chord?
It was a Picardy resolve.
Which doesn't normally happen
No.
in this battle.
Ooh, Valer
I'm
learned
gonna
a
be thinking
new
about
skill.
that.
Cool. We'll see what it is. We'll see if I like it. Okay.
So, Snow Mercury, to your question about timbre, I heard that as synth, and this is going to sound like I'm being a pedantic jerk, and I do not mean it that way at all. The reason it's hard
Unless
to
you do.
tell is because on a Super Nintendo style aesthetic, all of it is just lo-fi digital instruments, and so the timbral difference between instruments gets obfuscated really fast. In the same way that if you hear like an old crappy electric keyboard sound, it sounds not, it's the toy piano concept, right? It's not a piano, it is a piano, but it's also this third weird thing.
Right.
Trapeze, a high-flying display of skill that deals repeated bonk and magic damage. Single target, though. Killing me.
Do it.
All right, well, we'll try it. We'll see
Killing
what
me
it
small.
is.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay, I get it. It's a back and forth. So I'm trying to hit it at center.
I need to listen especially for the resolution now, because I only half heard it last time, because I just wasn't still paying attention.
Yeah, it does put a limit on how many you can do of these skills, I've noticed.
Yep.
Which is okay. I don't have a problem with it. But it is interesting. This feels slow. That was like too slow. It's very confusing.
Maybe gravity's different in this cave.
Maybe. Just this fight. Because it wasn't like
I
that
don't
in the
know.
last
Just
fight.
the. Oh, weird.
Weird. Okay.
Man, the Picardy third plus this new gravity? What's happening? Plus the swing?
Everything's just upended, isn't it?
I always want to sing that part. Why? That's like the part I want to sing out loud every time, and I do, which is annoying because there's a lot of RPGs have a lot of battles, so.
Right?
Da, 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 da. I love that. I'm not gonna do it.
You don't do the higher one though.
Yeah, I don't. But do I? I don't know.
This one.
I don't know anymore.
Every time.
Yeah, there's a lot of different parts that. This
Right.
might be the most.
Wait.
Right, singable. No, it already happened.
It is. Oh. Ew.
Oh no.
It is
This
major.
is probably the most
Weird.
like consistently singable battle music of all time. In RPG.
I agree.
Okay, now where do I go? How do I get back? How do I get back? I'm confused.
Start hooking stuff, I guess.
Safe travels, Andrew, and safe packing.
Where? Oh, are you going to the... Wait. Where are you going?
Well, he's definitely
There we go.
moving at least, and also on a road trip of some sort.
Next track. A lot of tracks. Okay, is there one down here? There is. One here. Interesting.
Ah!
There's werewolves though. Ah,
What did I click on?
they all
Nothing.
wooed.
Okay, good.
Did you see that? They went oh,
Yep.
but it
That was a
it was
very-
in text.
You stepped on the wrong trigger, chrono trigger moment.
Yep. Yep. That was all of them. Well, that's good.
For a vocalist, I am weirdly terrible at whistling.
Okay. Now the sound was there too.
He did a woo.
He
Oh.
did.
Oh. He's also gonna woo. He's gonna do all my damage. Thanks a lot, jerk.
I taught myself how to whistle in college, but I can mostly only inhale whistle, not exhale whistle.
I'm the
and
same
it's
way
not
I
good.
inhale whistle.
Yeah, it's not really.
How are we the same person all the time?
Oh.
Stop wooing. I like how they have moon symbols on them though, because they're werewolves.
Appreciate also the comic effect of writing out a woo.
Yeah, that's
We
excellent.
need more of that in many video games. Bonk damage. Moderate bonk damage needs to be like somebody's username. I'm sorry. One of
It
you.
does.
We need like a new dumb social media where we need usernames. Juggernaut is also very funny to me.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Oh, I lost my rhythm. Oh well, it was enough.
I'm kind of curious as this. I'm wondering if it probably doesn't make a difference to you, but do you find it easier or harder in a swung rhythm / compound meter to do the bouncing and other timing things in battle?
No.
I feel like you probably just lock it. Like I feel like I would do this, just lock into the thing you need to do and not also take into consideration the background music. Because it's not
Yeah.
synced or anything.
It's
but
not.
like
It's
still,
not
I wonder
related
if it would-
directly to the background music here.
But I also wonder if there's ever
Interesting. Why is that there?
to like ever just like a subtle influence. Like, is it a little harder when it's swung because it's there, even if it's not
Right.
related?
Yeah, because I'm always focusing so much on
Right.
trying to figure out the timing of some of them, and it's not like musical cues help with any of them anyway. So
Right. Ooh, the ropes.
Do I want to get all of them? I probably didn't, right?
I would assume you do.
You think?
Yeah, you probably want to drop that.
Okay, we'll try. Oh, now how do I get up there?
Random question. When I wasn't here a few weeks ago, did you guys end up doing Hades 2 again?
We did
or are
Hades
we still
2.
Saving
We
that?
did the entire top route.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We
Okay,
knew
so
you
I
didn't want
can.
spoilers, right?
Right. So I can talk about a related thing, which is fighting Prometheus when he does the pattern.
Yes.
When you have to kind of remember the pattern recognition thing. Not pattern recognition, but the sequence
The
that
memory
you have to
game,
remember.
mini game.
Yes, the
bullshit.
memory
Yes.
game. I create, in order to do that, to
Interesting. That
remember,
didn't knock it down.
I create a little bit of a rhythmic mnemonic device for myself.
Hmm.
I'm like middle, outside, top 2. Like I have
Yeah.
to do that, or else
Before I
I won't.
do
I just
that,
won't.
There was another one up here.
And it's obviously
because that
separate
feels
from the
like
music.
progression.
I do not link that to the music at all. In fact,
Sure
I
enough.
don't know if that would help or harm me. So
Okay.
I'll have to think about it next time I do that.
Yeah. No, I totally
I
get
did
what you
beat
mean.
Typhon without any death defiances the other day, and then the next time I did it, I had to use all of them. But still, I was very proud of myself.
That slaps. That's awesome. I think
I was
that's a
very proud.
legitimately difficult fight by any reasonable definition of the word
Very
difficult.
much harder than Hades 1 for sure, and the downstairs.
I think it's much harder than both downstairs, and I actually think it's harder than Hades 1 on hard mode, where you fight like the extra versions of the bosses.
Oh really? I never did that. Yeah. Oh well, then I feel even better. Thank you.
So wait, you never did that for any of the fights in Hades 1?
The extra hard. Yeah, no, I don't do hard stuff. I don't like
You
do
should
hard
do them all
stuff for
once
the sake of
for
that.
the plot in Hades 1.
Is there plot stuff? Oh shit. Okay, shut up.
Yeah, because like
I'll have to get.
Wait,
the first one
am I
is
stupid? Where do I go?
you fight all 3 Fate Sisters at once.
There.
Julianne,
Right.
Arrow.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
like they give you
I
shit
never
about
did
it.
any of that. Yeah. Okay. Of course it would. Why would I think it wouldn't? It's hard. I think it would be hard for me to go back. No, like between the dash sprint thing.
Yeah, you don't
like
actually
I'm
want
just
to do
so
it
used
right
to
now.
now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lerny has almost no plot stuff. It's actually just a harder geography to fight that one on.
It's just harder. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Theseus gets an
Oh, that's a
armored
good question.
chariot, though. That's just straight up bullshit.
Ew. Gross.
And Hades
is
gets
it easier to do?
a big bonus thing because he summons Cerberus and makes you fight him.
Oh. Rude.
The question in the chat about is it easier to do when you play a game that includes specific notes for each button in a memory sequence,
Oh, like musical.
like
notes?
a Simon?
I find that
Sometimes.
if I play
Ooh,
Simon without sound and rely on only position and lights, I'm only about like a third as good. If I make individual tones out of the Simon, like the original 1984 Simon does,
Yeah.
if I can hear the tones and therefore rely on my tonal memory to help contribute to the memory, I'm really good. But the
Whereas-
sonic
Sorry,
cue
did
helps
you
me
say
a lot.
if you made your own tones, or if you?
If the Simon
made your own tones?
itself provides the tones.
Yeah. Right. Because I was gonna say, I think that if I have to make my own tones and my own rhythm. But if someone else provides a tone, sometimes that can be worse. But I need to play more Simon to do this.
Ooh.
I ew a lot of things that are not gross. They're just objectionable in some way. But no, everyone is very attractive, so there's not a lot of ew.
Yeah, there are times when I definitely rely on sonic cues only, like fishing and Animal Crossing. Actually, I close my eyes because otherwise I get too trigger happy with the fish kind of approaching.
Oh yeah.
I need to wait for the right dunk sound, the gunk, right? And then you
similarly,
hit. So I close my eyes
The
every single time.
extra
in
extra
Hades,
tactile feel,
actually,
too.
I strongly dislike that the controller vibrates on fakeouts.
Oh, for the fishing?
In the
That's
fishing
tricky.
minigame in Hades and Hades 2.
But it's a less strong vibration though. It's a stronger. Wait, is it? Is it not? Maybe. And I just think it is because visually it's like a dunk.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Do I feel like this phony Negroni is a little bit less phony than I thought. Do I
It's
feel
not
like...
like it's fake alcohol. It's just not all of the correct one.
I know,
Right.
shut up. The Hades 2... Did you say just Hades 2 or both Hades 1 and Hades 2 for
Both
the
Hades
vibration?
1 and Hades 2.
Okay. Hades fishing vibration is stronger.
Oh yeah, and actually, I think it was Joe that, because Joe had played like a bunch of the Animal Crossings, and I was one of those pandemic kids where New Horizons was my first, and so he was the one that was like, yeah, like just close your eyes, because you have a good ear, you'll be able to just like do it, and. If I had any trouble with the fishing, which it wasn't as hard as Stardew Valley, but I did find that I would like overcorrect and like go to, like, oh no, they're biting, right? He's like, that'll fix that, because then it'll just be the oral cue. And so I do it every time. I close my eyes.
Yeah, I do think the vibration is different. I just don't like that there's any. It makes me want to press the button early every time.
Yes. And I do sometimes. And I feel very stupid.
Yep.
Very stupid. It also makes that doing sound that makes you feel dumber.
Yeah, it does.
Doing? Idiot. Yeah.
Nothing we need.
Oh.
We can sell stuff. Cream carries a hint of vanilla. Butter, if gold and salt had a child. Sugar, the one and only. Dried kernel, ready for poppin'.
Ready for poppin'.
Pop it off.
Dana, would you reshare one more time? Dankeschön. That was a good 25 minutes for what it's worth, so.
Yeah, that was a lot better. Oh, couldn't even see them coming.
The Force. Sorry.
Yeah, I like that from Jordan.
What?
Using the Force to catch Animal Crossing fish.
Yeah. Honestly.
Doing? I think
Doing?
Doing.
It rhymes
But yeah,
with,
doing
it
is...
We're gonna see what this new one
rhymes
is.
with boing. I'm sorry. D-O-I-N-G.
It does, but it's not spelled. That's not the word doing.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I just wasn't expecting.
Quit pooping those presents. You gotta catch them.
And I can only move linearly. Okay. Okay. That one I can't move all around. It's just in a line.
Alternatively, doyoyoing.
Frog.
I was just talking about the use of the cartoonishness of spelling out the sound effect as we do with a woo in this game. I don't think I've ever seen doing. Boing. They would always say boing, but somehow it's doing. It's not boing. It's not boing. It's doing.
It is. It's a D.
Yeah. It's a D. And now I'm gonna be thinking about that for like 8 years. Gosh.
You're gonna be thinking about D for 8 years.
Yep.
Shut up.
You said it, not me.
I know.
I also have a Negroni. So, it's a good time.
I feel like I need to go find an alcohol for the second half of this stream to keep up.
Shut up. I'll slow down because I'm almost finished.
I also
Neil
have
literally
LaCroix.
opened the door to check in on me. I'm good still with this drink. It's and probably too strong. Wait, what other alcohol? What did you replace the vermouth with? I mean.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, cool.
Citrus.
Extra citrus. Well, we are in Florida. When in Florida.
When in Rome.
Whatever. This situation is untenable. I'm gonna go find an
Doink, doink.
alcohol and come back.
Okay,
I'm
so
getting
that
better
means
at least moving my mouth away from the mic when I have to cackle. It's just too much. People are trying to listen to the
you're
music.
always allowed to cackle in here. You are the reigning bog witch.
I am the resident bog witch in my resident bog.
When I'm did you say resident bog in resonant bog?
No,
Or-
but I will. That sounds great. A resonant bog.
Cause music.
Yeah.
Great. Devices. Okay. Okay.
A bog would never say doing. There's no doings in a bog.
It's true. It's just squish.
It's squish and like longer tones, maybe. Deeper tones.
Mhm.
No doings. No bouncing.
Yeah, bogs aren't very buoyant.
Where's Pete Smucker? Because I'm thinking of Pete Moss now. I'm thinking of the Pete and a
bogs
bog
are
Pete.
peaty,
Yeah, where's Pete?
smuckery.
Where's Pete? That's pretty smuckery. No, yeah. A bog would be pretty smuckery.
Want it? How do I get up there? I need something here.
You might need to reshare again because I'm starting to hear the static. Although I'll see if Ryan hears it too. It might just be me. So goofy.
No, it's not.
We Okay.
Also, I found the best. That bottle of the nice gin that I thought we were out of. I found another one of those.
Ooh, okay.
Bonus.
Dang.
Bonus gin.
You got a bonus gem.
Oh shoot, I'm not. I got a
Boon from
there we go.
Poseidon.
Okay. Boon from Poseidon.
I've been playing so much Hades too. Oh my god.
I've
I'm
noticed.
finally like just stopping and waiting for the next update because I
Right.
don't
Can I
want
get-
too
can I
much
get down to
story.
that?
Like I don't want to
don't
do
think I
too
can.
much. I want to wait for the actual lore.
Oh, what? What?
Oh, sick.
What? I went over and then it like destroyed it.
That's because your
Anthony
timer
Messi
ran
did-
out.
That is probably the best. for
What
the
am I
best.
supposed to do with it though? I can't jump down to it.
Hit it.
Eh?
Now jump again. Now hit it.
Hit this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now keep going.
I understand. I understand now. How do I get you where you're... But that one doesn't turn back.
Yeah, it did. You ran out of time.
I know, but like, does it even go all the way around to connect? It does.
Yeah.
True, but desert and dessert
Okay.
are not. It's not like the nounification or the verbification of a noun or the nounification of a verb. Oh, sorry, I'm talking to Snow Mercury.
Yep. Go, go, go.
Enunciating the word vermouth. So, since we don't have vermouth,
Hit it.
and so it's the absence of a Winston Churchill. What would that be,
Oops.
Jordan?
Yeah, that's it. That's
I'm looking
it.
for your take here. And my
That's the
phony
one.
Negroni, which I'll say 8 more times.
A Winston Churchill martini. Honestly,
Or
this
that's nice
gin
gin
as
with-
a sipping thing is totally fine. In the
A
same way
sipping
that
gin.
you can like have whiskey in a
Then
cocktail
what?
of something, or you can just sip at it and be pleasant.
True, I like a sipping whiskey.
Got a time rune. Okay. Wait, how do I get
I
out?
don't think I've ever sipped gin though. Usually we put it in something. Usually a Negroni. So mad about this chocolate stain.
It'll come out.
That was
I
on
know.
me, I think.
It was. I just like lost my shit. Chocolate, not shit. I lost it though, and
We do have to.
I don't
wait,
even
'cause you made
remember
a-
what it
you
was.
made a poop stain joke, and I was like, we have to be
What did
clear
you-
here.
What did you say? I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
I did lose it though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's cutscene.
Oh, scroll up. Oh, woo! I always want to bob and snap with this music, which is not bend and snap, to be clear.
Shoot. I lost the rhythm, like, because I was paying attention to the music. See, I have
There
to
you
not-
go.
There's the answer. I have to not
Yep.
pay attention to the music.
You gotta lock in. Did that just say Pog Pone?
Pog Pone was
Oh,
made
no.
for Twitch.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
phone.
This was like made
Poggers.
for millennial Twitch people. Like,
Joe would say this in yes, that this game is very millennial.
poning. We need to bring back poning. Like, come on.
You just got pwned.
I don't know if anyone actually thinks that. I do think that though. I honestly think poning needs to come. I'm gonna say it in my courses to my students. I don't know if anyone is my student. I don't know if any of my students are on tonight. Usually it's the summer, so they don't feel they have to suck up to me or anything. But
Yeah, that's true.
if they are,
Right.
I'm gonna bring. Y'all need to bring back poning, and you get an A. All right? Fall semester.
Use it. Use
let's
it
do this.
correctly in a sentence
Yes.
for extra credit.
Amazing.
Spelling and grammar and everything.
It's weird to me that turning off the volume and back on is not fixing the static issue this time either. Dana
I
has to do
know.
it.
But it like
And I
was
literally just
we
shared
did go
it.
for a while. Like that one time it worked for a while. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
I mean, did we want me to stream? Wait. It's standard definition, so that's not the issue. I don't know. No idea.
Boop.
Define standard definition for me.
Oh, it was like you have to pay to do the high def anyway, which I don't have.
But
don't
I pay to make that
Discord.
Oh, for
server
Discord.
do it. So here you should be able to.
Yeah, it told me I couldn't.
Maybe that's only individual user. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Woo is delightful. And yet you cling to weakness. They're both claiming that. They claim that with Zale too.
Yep.
The frailty of your friends dims your light. I've watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I will tell you that friendship is actually how she stays alive.
Yeah. Similarly,
Instead
I've
of
watched,
dying like all of the other
My
Slayers.
Little Pony.
This was also a Care Bears thing. Come on.
Power of friendship.
Power of
That's right.
friendship.
It's also anime as hell.
We have been here. Tread that ground.
The modern My Little Pony is by far the most anime My Little Pony.
Oh, did you see that? It was like, uh-oh.
I did.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you'll jump down and crush it.
Yeah. And then we'll be stuck.
What's that about? What?
But I like how the
refills.
fisher like appears and then disappears. Like,
Thanks.
uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can like play chicken with it.
Yeah.
Casey Collins writes about this.
Playing chicken with a fisher? Sorry.
No, but
I
like,
was looking for
there's
someone
a
who was
sound
fishing
and,
it
like,
because I wasn't looking.
like, are you meant to go back and forth over this fracture point?
Oh yes, like
right?
back and forth between the like boundary lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
So liminal. We've limbed it.
We've limbed it.
Neil brought refills for like sparkling LaCroix, regular LaCroix, and ice to like maximize my current drink.
That's awesome.
This is why I married this man.
So
There's
good.
other reasons, but this is one of them. Just like
It's pretty
little.
cute too. So there's that.
Thanks. I believe so as well.
I like how you went to say same.
Like same. I am too.
Same
Bitch.
feel.
I meant same. I feel the same way.
Yep.
Owned by the werewolves. Hell yeah. One of my fatal accent flaws is that I grew up saying wolves instead of wolves. And
What did you say
Neil
instead of
makes wolves.
Wolves.
Like WOOV.
Oh, I didn't realize that there's a G5. Sorry, I meant friendship is magic. I guess I'm old now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wait, does Pinnacle Trampoline do
Modern MLP.
It's bonk damage. It's not the
Once
laser
Tara
damage.
Strong starts voicing something, that becomes the official version of whatever it is. I'm sorry.
Ha!
Wow, that much healing in a row is actually going to start to fuck with you.
I'm annoyed. I am actively annoyed.
Wolves. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you watch New Girl, Julianne?
No, I didn't. Oh,
So
a little bit, like a few
Schmidt
episodes.
says woof instead.
Wait, really? That's a
Yeah.
thing?
And
Okay,
they
I
make
gotta
fu-
look
They
at
make
it.
fun of him for it, and it's really amusing.
Okay, I gotta look at it. Damn.
So,
I
out of curiosity,
I enjoy that show.
does Neil watch the broadcast? Because Addie never does.
Neil has tuned in like 3 times since 2017. And it's when I yell at him, like, this is a game you've played, like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Addie,
think
No, he
Addie
doesn't.
Joe's
I don't think
probably
he,
the
I don't
one
think
that
he's
shows up
tuning
the
in.
most.
Joe does
And
watch every once in a while. I knew that. He's also, I
Yeah.
think,
I know,
the
I see
most
some turn
gamer
toast.
of the spouses.
Yeah. This
He
true.
is, which is like he's really like Neil plays a lot of games, but Joe is way more gamer, you know?
Yeah.
Nope. Almost, but not quite. Try this Galactoroy again.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Okay. You're so far. You only move so fast, you know? Like you want to maximize.
Wow.
lives here.
There's a lot going on there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we broke his lock at least. It's so rare, but it does happen. But they're back to 1. We'll do one of these because I'm successful at these. I'm very good at the limbo.
Hold on 1 second. Stream, you're gonna lose the game.
They need me to do it again?
You're gonna lose
No.
the game
I can do it.
because we reminded you of
Wait.
it. Because we're millennials. The entire stream lost the game.
I could add a layer of losing the game that I think everybody would
Yeah,
not
Dana,
forgive
you
me
do
for.
have to do it again. Sorry.
But maybe I will be good and not add the layer. Like it's an association of every time you lose the game, you think of something else, type thing. Oh, look at that one.
Remind
Ooh.
me after we're done, Dana, to look at who currently gets my other boost. If it's not work, I'll give it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Caveat, it might actually be work.
Fine. Wait. Okay, so where am I going? Do I need to like jump down from here probably? Right? What's that? Oh, I can do that.
Oh wait, yeah, give us an Assassin's Creed Eagle situation.
I think that's what it is, but like what's here? What's that? Okay. That didn't do it. Oh, there it did. It did. Oh. Oh dang. So
Nice.
that's how we finally get in here.
Oh, dang.
The Merry Wolves of Windsor. Oh man.
Yep. Oh, woo.
All right.
Out of curiosity, I know we're close on the Nafigum videos being ready to go to YouTube.
There's just one more I'm waiting on.
Okay.
because I want to take them all live on the same day.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky, they'll respond tonight, and I can do it tomorrow. But yeah, they're up now. They're all currently unlisted. There's just one that I have to fix some audio examples, and so I needed the person to send me their audio examples because I'm getting kind of good at DaVinci Resolve, so I can just like not have them re-record.
Woo!
And instead just I did this with was it Thomas's talk where his stuff didn't play to the Zoom and he just gave everybody like a folder like here open, he told them like open this one now. Because of that, I had the folder, and so I was able to download them and just plonk them in. And because he played them for the exact amount of time that they took, it was pretty easy to like line it up. So, and it sounds amazing. So I did so good.
Do it. Sun balance.
I'm fixing everybody's audio examples, and then if anybody's audio examples like blew out the hall and like were really loud on the Zoom, I'm normalizing just that section of audio. Like I'm doing stuff.
Sun balance.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, I can get 2 of them, so we'll do our best. Ugh. I can just stay put.
That's right.
That's the answer. Okay.
There you go.
He's gonna pogo me. Oh woo! Stop wooing! I hate you. Yeah, this when you have like 4 or even more enemies early game before you have a lot of like multi-target attacks, it is kind of hard. We're gonna jump on everybody. Oh, okay. Poorly. We're gonna jump on everybody poorly. I guess we're going here. I feel like we should take out the wolves, right? Because they're the healers.
Data's attention to detail in the audio sphere and other spheres, but also the audio sphere, is unparalleled. And I bow down. She has that DaVinci Resolve. I don't know what that app is, but I like when you say it.
It's pretty high level video editing software. Like you could edit like Hollywood film on it.
Yeah.
And for some reason it's free.
It's very good, but it's also well known, and now that Dana knows it, she can weigh in better than I can. It's supposedly very esoteric to learn compared to almost any of the others.
Yeah, it's a lot of Googling. But now I'm like getting good at doing the things that I want to do. And so like I've been using it to cut like audio, cut examples of like footage from gigs and stuff. So I can just have one long like 40-minute, video on my phone and then cut it up. It's one of a long list of like, this is the good free software, students. Yeah. So be a professional for free. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, we'll see if I can keep this going. By the way, I have a music announcement for folks, because we do have a lot of music teachers on this front in terms of free shit for students that's like professional grade. How many of you are aware that Jason Graves of like World of Warcraft composing fame, etc., just put out a whole bunch of free sample libraries?
Woo!
Cool.
Send the link.
Yeah, let me go look that up.
I did it.
Good. Can you reshare again? I'm sorry, the audio just went terrible.
I wonder why it's doing that. I mean, I was screwing with stuff to do some recording earlier. Well, not yesterday. So maybe I did something weird.
I blame Discord. And Teams.
Yeah, let's blame Teams.
Always Teams, but like also
always
Discord.
Gonna be Teams' fault.
DaVinci Resolve. That's what she was talking about.
Yes, there it is. Sulcatasound.com. I just posted it in the chat. That's Jason Graves' new sound library thing. I haven't used it personally yet, but by reputation, Jason is not going to put out something that doesn't slap. So you should go get it.
And
I have
if
added
I
it
can
to
wax
my folder.
poetic on DaVinci Resolve, so the reason I got into it, because I'm sure like most folks, you like use your iMovie or whatever and like cut together your videos in that. The reason that I got it initially was when I went to do in 2020 when we were online and we did the recital for NACFGM. Wait, I came this way, didn't I?
Did you go in the higher one, or did you just jump down?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm just kind of exploring. In 2020, I wanted to do the multi-tracking thing, and you can only have, I think, 2 distinct video sources in iMovie, or like it was a limited number, and it wasn't. I needed like 7 for the Reach for the Summit Celeste tribute
Yeah,
that
Dana,
I did.
up right there.
Yeah, it's this one. I know. I'm just kind of like looking around. It's like I can go up. No. Okay. And so that one I needed like 7 of me plus the gameplay footage that I had like playing behind it. And then I also needed to like layer up the audio. Well, I did the audio in Audacity, so I guess I didn't need that, but okay, that's interesting. So then I'm gonna get something to put there, like this. What happens if I put it here?
Now pick up your power
Okay.
source. Yeah.
Oh, because then it like wedges it open. Okay. Yeah. So then I think Joe was the one that was like, "Oh, you should have used DaVinci Resolve," and then I was like, "Oh, this is interesting."
Yeah. Put the power source back and go down and pick up your block. Like from the other side, right? Or can you not do that?
I don't think I can do that because I need to do it from that,
Oh.
and it like unpowered it. Okay. Okay. Obviously, I can do this and then do something. I don't know what, but I can do something.
I bet you can climb up and jump across the gap,
Oh!
like with the block in place.
Nope.
Can you shove the block forward from this side?
Mm.
Like with the not.
Oh, like put it down into the gap?
Yep.
Also, how do I get to that?
You.
I want it.
I know how to get that.
No, I cannot put it further into the gap. Mind the gap.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's see what we can do up here. Can I get up here? I can. Okay, so that's that. What else can I reach from here? That's locked right now. Okay. Oh, I can go in here. Okay. Okay, so I can do that. And I can't push one in the water. Nope. Well,
Why already? It's been like 2 minutes since she's
Right.
shared.
Right.
It's like getting closer and closer. That's so dumb. Is this also something that is it just Discord that hears it, or is it everyone?
Well, everyone is
I
seeing
guess it would
and
be
hearing
everyone,
it via
right?
Discord right now.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
but like, what's causing the issue?
I'm wondering if
Why?
they've dialed down the quality of their free tier to encourage people to pay.
To encourage people to get a nitro.
Yeah.
Eat. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say.
What we could do in future, we only have half an hour to go here, is what's the sound quality and screen quality on sharing via Teams? We haven't tried all Teams.
Oh yeah.
I could try
All
that now.
teams. Right now?
Do you
Right
want me to
now?
try it?
In front of my ice cream?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, try it.
Might as well. We've already talked about the
Right?
music.
Share.
So unshare in Discord so we don't double it.
Okay.
Yeah, share your screen in Teams. We'll see if it's good. Give me 1 second, stream audience, because I have to re-add it as a different source, of course. Oh my god. The frame rate on that is so
What?
comically bad.
It is?
Yeah, it's like 1 per second.
Okay, we won't do that.
No,
We
that
won't do that.
that's
Back to
hilarious.
I mean, did it just need like 1 second to get
No,
better,
probably
or
not. I'm sure it's
No.
was it never gonna get better? Okay, I'm back. I like got out of Discord. I was like excited. No, team still sucks. What was I talking about?
right.
Ugh.
Yeah. Got our hopes up. Okay.
What does bringing power
What are
to
we
that
missing?
do?
Can I bring power to it though? Because then we have the problem of that closing.
Can you hook over if you stand on the edge of that?
Oh, maybe.
No,
No.
up and left. Oh no, you hit the ridge. Oh,
Yeah,
but if you
it's
stand
not-
on top of the risen block, can you hook over? Put the power source down and shove the block down again.
Okay.
That should be the right height. Yeah, shove up and then hook. Yeah.
Now we're talking, but then what? Then
No,
what? There's like nothing up here.
No, go up. Put your power source in.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And that drains that. So
Which
then,
lets you shove the block left.
yes. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that way.
Go. And then climb up it?
Climb up
No.
it after you undo the water.
How do I undo the water?
Pull the power source.
Undo the water.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you can go over there and
There's a
jump
lot
down.
to remember to like carry things with you. Okay. But then what?
Oh, I thought for sure you'd be able to jump that tiny ass little thing. Can you jump onto the floating thing from there? Go jump down?
No.
Yeah, hop on block 1. You can't hop over there from that. Sorry, that's the
No.
stupidest. Can you...
I can't hop from the lower one to the higher one for some reason.
All right, go drain it again. Anthony Dennis is right.
I think he was just saying it because it's funny. Undo the water. But it might be correct.
All right, now, can you shove both platforms somewhere? Like the box. You can
Uh-huh. So where do we want them?
shove one left and one up. That's what I think. You want to get to the top area. Yeah.
That's interesting. It buried the one.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
Because it's blocking the valve that's doing the intake. So I have to get one of them right in front of this, I think. Maybe?
maybe.
Let's try it.
There you go.
That seems promising. That should make the difference, right?
Because you can go up now.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So now I have that.
Yep. Go up the ladder on the left, see what happens.
Yeah. I'll have to unroll this.
There you go, easy.
And I can get this. I'll put it here. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start hopping.
Now moon.
Oh, it.
Now star. Now
Then I
wolf.
can't see.
Wolf. Now moon.
Woof.
Now star. Wolf.
Are you getting an RL cue for this?
Yes.
Okay, so I go back to wolf.
No,
Oh,
you
no.
do not.
Check. Dang it, and there's 4 of them. This is good.
Sound just went again, Dana, when you get a minute. Oh, wait. Oh. I was going to say it was stabilizing that time, but...
Huh.
Also, behind the scenes, I love the picture I was just sent from Facebook's Memory Lane by Julianne.
The Nakbagum 2021.
Yeah, when all of you are, like, sitting behind stone seats
Like weird
in
stone,
ruins.
like Roman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Weird. You should empty the water. Yes. Empty that water.
Now we have 2 healers. This is gonna be so fun! And mostly single target attacks. Don't woo, I hate it. Stop! It was only funny the first time. Jerk. I hate you.
Potpone.
So on, they have too much healing. I'm currently playing through Bravely Default as far as I can without making my game spoil everything for Julianne when we get to it in a month. And because I don't think we want to do 17 hours, and this is a long game, so I need to like get the highlights, right?
Yeah.
But there is what is an annoying for me and very underdeveloped city building simulator situation in Bravely Default. But it's not interesting like the way that Stardew's is. It's just wait X amount of time and you'll get some shit for your game. And I have been waiting a lot of time because I can't progress forward and because I have kids who also want to play the Switch too. And I am now almost done with that entire town segment before I hit the first crystal. And this is like a Final Fantasy.
That was so stupid.
You were backwards, Dana.
I was backwards.
It was like a Final Fantasy 1 game where you have to like visit the wind crystal and then visit the X crystal or whatever, right? I haven't done any of that yet. But I got from this town minigame what's called the Blessed Shield, which is worth, in terms of armor points, more armor than every other piece of equipment I have combined right now. And it'll cast Cure 2 on everybody for free if I use it as an item. Again, like Final Fantasy 1's really good gear. So I just sit there, I designate one character as the untouchable tank healer goddess. And then everybody else, like, can be armed with broken sticks or whatever. Who cares? Because I cannot die.
Yeah. I love video games.
Especially right now, man. We're in a golden era.
Right?
Games are great.
So many good games.
The game industry
Like everything
sucks.
sucks
Games are-
except
games
games.
are one thing that
Games
is-
are the one thing that is like better than ever.
Some of the
honestly.
games coming out have been great.
Yeah.
I will say,
I haven't even started.
I
Clerk's
learned
Fear
a
yet.
really depressing statistic about games
Nope.
the other day.
Nope.
Nope.
But
No.
I'm curious, but nope, you're canceled.
Okay.
Wait, but what is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Put it in the
Okay,
chat.
this is not depressing. This is a long time known. Approximately, yes, Jordan, I made the entire game into the rap
You're right,
sequence from
Jordan.
Final Fantasy VI. That's correct. And I will say this is a game where, as a given option in the game, you can quadruple the combat speed to remove some of the tedium. Because they expect you to grind in this game.
At least there's treats down here, y'all.
So anyway,
We love
back
a
to
treat.
back to
Corn.
the gaming
Depression.
industry is depressing. Approximately 51 or 52% of all money made in the games industry is on mobile games. We knew this already. That's been true for a number of years.
Yeah.
What
They do make a lot.
percentage of...
Hold on, I won't be able to do this because it's an audio puzzle.
It's
y'all.
not. It's just the same
okay.
order of 3 over and over again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, wolf,
Ooh, they
star,
are different
wolf, moon,
sounding.
star. Star.
That's
Go
nice.
down or up?
Down.
Down.
What? Wait.
Wolf, moon.
Nope, there's
Shit.
no star.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. At least
I
least
thought
I'm
you
not
had to
making
go
All
to
right.
the
good
left.
battle
I
over
didn't
What
know what was happening.
percentage
Sorry.
of all income in the video game industry does Roblox take in?
Oh no.
Oh, nope, that doesn't work either.
You were right the
I
first time
didn't-
you start in the
I
left.
was right the first time.
What is it?
Mhm.
It's probably absurdly high because
It's 25% of all money.
of
Star.
children of the children. Yeah.
Wolf, moon, star.
What about Chumba Casino, who has to
Wolf,
have ads on
moon,
everything I
star.
literally listen to ever? God. What's up?
So do I try going right?
Yeah, you're right. You could take it. Yeah.
Yep.
I got
Now,
a fruity roll.
Pretty roll.
now you'll lose,
Is
but
it?
that's fine.
Isn't that a doll?
Now I
no,
can
that's
go
Fruity
moon-
Loops.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, worth it. Worth it to get a trinket.
Yep.
Wolf, moon, star. Wolf, moon, star. Wolf, moon, star. Wolf,
To the right.
moon, star. Wolf, moon, star. Wolf.
You're done. Just go down.
I can just be
Yeah.
done. Well, shit. What do I put in here? How do I not have what I need? How? Is it over here?
That's my guess is in that cave.
Hmm.
Sound again, unfortunately. Also, yes, I have a child who would love to be paid and has been paid in Roblox money for all sorts of chores. Like, he will mow the lawn, which is a big chore in our household, for like $20 worth of Roblox monies.
Yeah, we are gonna avoid doing that for a while. We have other games that... We want to do our own Minecraft server with her at some point. And then I'll finally play it, because it came out, I'm realizing it came out like right when I was starting my master's degree, and I remember being like, this game will be a time suck, and so I didn't do it.
Mm.
But I think I would be into it.
Oh, right, it's this
I
one.
hate this one.
Good luck.
Tent pile.
It's like the opposite of what makes sense. Remind me not to do that one. I hate it. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll see.
You got this.
Come on. There we go. Okay. Good. Come on.
That's an amazing impact sound.
Yeah. Alright, we got the
What's
bridge
wild
key.
is actually Europe has effectively regulated it for us by making it really complicated to have 2 different economies. So everybody has to play by Europe's rules if you want one system.
Yay!
And one of the successes on that front is that you cannot encourage true like child gambling anymore.
Thank God.
So like gacha loot boxes for money have to list the odds in China.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was just talking about how the main thing that has kept me from playing like a Genshin Impact, because when I've heard the score, I've been like, this is beautiful, right? But then I'm like, I don't want to deal with gacha mechanics. I'm like, I'm too old for that. I don't think that's actually true, but I feel too old for it.
It doesn't look interesting to me, but maybe
Right.
it is. A lot of my students play it and like want to talk about it, so I should probably play some Genshin Impact. But I'm like, I have no interest in this, and I don't know
I
quite
played
why.
it for about 8 hours, and what I'll say is that for a free game that runs on your phone, it's absolutely incredible. If that's the metric.
I like 2 dots. Well, 2 dots sucks now because they got stupid. But
Wait, what happened? I used to play a lot of that game.
Me too. Well, I haven't played it in a while, but they started to just like be impossible unless you paid. You know, like unless, like it was, the balance is wrong now. The balance is like clearly you should pay. Whereas like before you kind of could like get through the levels without paying.
How do I get the other one over there?
Can you go to the right and find a way to drop
Gotta
a
undo
third
that
thing
water.
down? Yeah, hook that ring from a distance.
Actual child gambling.
Took the ring from a distance.
Yeah, from the south.
And do what?
It doesn't pull out? It looks like it should.
It already did.
Oh, just go up then.
Yeah, but like they're all stuck in the ground. How do I get these boys up?
What changes when that's set in place versus not?
Wait. Got it.
There you go. Nice.
Okay. So now that changed. Which did that. Did this one also do it? Might have. Okay.
Actual child gambling could mean 2 different things. Great.
true.
Then how do I...
There you
we
go.
It's kind of awkward. Okay. Yep. And rinse and repeat.
Oh, why is the sound
Oh,
sucking so
shit.
bad tonight?
No!
I know.
No!
That wasn't it. You need to shove it left,
Before I
right?
went over here.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking you could just run past them.
I didn't even think to try that because I just assumed it would chrono trigger me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's something. That's the same. Don't, if you all a woo, I swear to God, I'm rage quitting.
They're all going to. That's their move.
Half.
What's their identity data? No wooing.
At least you got like weak ass awoos.
Although if you rage quit, it will add to my chapter paper on rage quitting.
Yeah.
So I will include it.
At least when they try to hit me.
Ooh, that was a good
Furry
block.
meme image.
Well done.
I can't speak to the existence of furry memes. I will be honest. No shade to the furry community. I just there was a particular furry that I did undergrad with that kind of like ruined the scene for like everybody. Like he was a lot. He was a lot. He would like come up behind you in the dining hall and purr in your ear, and it was like very like I didn't consent to that, you know? Like, I have no problem with anybody else just like living their life. But that particular person.
That's got big. Julianne, are you still there? Vibes.
Yeah, it was creepy. It was definitely like too close, personal space. Also, I don't feel like this will ever get back to the person because like I haven't seen them in, 15 years or whatever it is. 20? I don't know. 15? Yeah, it's 20 since high school. So like 15. They came up to me once in the dining hall and asked how I took my coffee because I was getting coffee. And they said they liked theirs rough. And I was like, what the fuck is rough coffee? I don't know what you're trying to say here because like that doesn't really even make sense as a double entendre.
Yeah,
in this context.
There's no entendre. There's no entendre.
Wait.
Entendre.
Similarly though, Julianne in the chat, quote, I don't know why it resonated with them. When the line in question is just, yeah, cream on it.
But why the furries?
So
it
why
could
don't,
be
why
anybody.
Don't you let me explain to you off screen why that resonates with
No.
some creep ass dude?
No, not everybody in the furry community is like in the sexy stuff.
That's
First
true.
of
That's
all,
very
number
true.
one.
That's also
Everybody
why I
who
don't-
retweets
why I
that
don't
comment
shade.
is though, I'm sorry.
That's true. No, like the
Yeah.
goon sky, like the not safe for work side, absolutely yes. But I don't know why furries in particular, like specifically, because it's not, an animal. It's
know.
DoorDash.
Because I'm in some like I guess I must be in some like starter packs. I'm in some I get so many random followers, but like I'm like good luck. I'm not gonna be that fun to follow.
Yeah.
Blue Sky
I
is
think
not
I'm in a music.
entertaining. I'm not
just a
one of those
regular
meme
music starter
people,
pack too.
you know.
Yeah, but they won't unfollow you if you don't tweet anything. You won't. They won't unfollow you. So.
It's true, but I'm
There you
also not
go.
providing like a lot of value. I am not a Robert tweeting the memes. He's getting
Yeah.
active on Instagram now though, so I'm like seeing
He is
him a lot more.
rebuilding. He is
Yeah.
rebuilding his fan base. I've noticed, yeah. Which I
And, like,
respect
he's-
because it was
he's getting
mostly on
followers
Twitter.
Fast.
Yeah, also his
I
content
guess
is very good, frankly.
Yeah.
I just like if I tweet one thing, I'm like, that's it. That's the whole day. Like I can't. I don't
Yeah,
know how he
right?
does
You're like,
more than
if
one.
I can just do one.
If I can do one, that's my work.
The funniest thing about Robert to me is that the post he originally went very, very viral for on Twitter is
I don't think I know which one that is.
about
Originally,
teaching music theory from the perspective of a recently divorced
of a
man.
recently divorced.
Oh.
Yeah.
He is the
I have seen
biggest
one.
wife guy on the planet.
Wife guy.
Married
I
to one
know.
of the most outstanding ladies I know. Right? Like,
And such a brilliant theorist. Oh my gosh, Annabelle's work. I'm like, I fangirl over it. No, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna attack. Right move. Wait. Oh. Don't jump down. I'll have to go back.
the annoying thing about like the deterioration of social media, generally speaking, though I do think that the enshittification of Blue Sky discourse is more about right-wing people wanting Blue Sky to go away than it is the current quality of Blue Sky, which remains pretty good.
I haven't seen like bad stuff, but I'm not on Blue Sky very often. I use Blue Sky the way I used Twitter, so like hasn't really changed.
I made
for
a
me.
lot of really amazing personal and professional connections using the platform. Oh, that slapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be able to continue doing that. And I hate that, like, there are moments when I think, oh, this is ephemeral. This is ephemeral. It could be going away, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I love my wife. I love my wife. That's cute.
No, I love my wife. I love my wife, right? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's true. I love my wife.
it's,
Right.
Honestly, it was an amazing post.
What did he do for that one in the original? It was love is a lie, love is a lie.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I remember that one now. Ooh, that's high. How do I get up there? I must be able to do something cool.
Yeah.
Somebody took my Blue Sky post and like posted it on X and got like immediately like 500,000 likes, and I was like angry.
Oh yeah, the bot account that took your funny. Like,
yes.
Go up first.
Because at that point I only had like 5,000, so I was like angry, but also like this is not like I'm a professional who wants to claim my property here. Like this is not. I'm just gonna let this one go. But it was such a weird. I wanted to talk about Robert. I'm like, this happens to you probably every post. I've seen it happen.
Where
People
I've seen it
repost
happen.
his stuff without attributing him, and be like, I finally experienced this.
Yeah.
How do you
Replace the
deal with
third wind accessory. You never use that.
Unfortunately, none of my other brilliant content goes quite so maniacal. It's mostly me just complaining about how writing is hard. Like no one gives
I was gonna say you don't often post that type of
I don't skeet
like
a lot.
Oh, I have to go
sex
around.
naughty adjacent joke in hyper
No,
public
that was-
spaces. Which, to be clear, for those of you who know Julianne personally, is not me saying that she never makes that type of joke.
I don't know. This might be a lot of my personality, but true. That was like the most. But I couldn't resist. I actually was holding on to that screenshot for a while, and I'm like, you know what? The internet might like this, and I posted it, and they did.
And the internet did.
Sometimes you need like dopamine from 11,000 people liking your stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Honestly,
I don't need it any more of it. I'm done for like forever. That's good enough. I was like,
something
that's
that
fine.
I've had to like remind myself, like, because I've been trying to like just post regular like random clips from gigs and stuff.
Yes.
And shout out to Anthony Dennis for like almost always liking them, because like that feels good. But like musician friends of mine won't like them, and every now and then like I'll get in my own head like, oh, they think
Yes.
it's shit. They think I'm shit. I suck.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, everybody's just probably watching with the sound off. Like I do that too, right? Like people are probably just scrolling by and not turning on the sound. Like it like no need to overthink it, but every now and then I like get in my own head and I get self-conscious. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't post anything, and I'm like, that's stupid. That's so stupid.
I do that even with the lizard posts. I'm like,
Oh my god, I love the lizard posts never
these
stop.
people watched it but didn't like it, and I'm like, what am I doing? I need to like
I'm
get
not
out.
in that
Yeah.
number. I
need
like
to touch-
every.
I know you
I've
always
gone
do.
I've gone back in case I'm like off Instagram. I will go back through the highlight
Through the
and
highlights,
like
thank
ones
you.
that I haven't yet liked.
I appreciate it.
I'm very into the lizard highlight. I'm glad you made it a highlight, and now you have a frog one, which makes
Yeah,
me so
I also
happy.
watch the lizard content. I don't like a lot of stuff on Instagram, but
I
the lizard stuff
understand.
slaps.
I'm here for the
thank
lizard
you.
stuff.
Yeah, that's
I really
like one of the
appreciate
few
it.
social media posts. I'm like, oh, Addie, you have to see Julianne's latest lizard stuff.
Yeah, I show it to Joe too.
Yay! That really
It's so
fills my
wholesome.
heart. It is very wholesome. You need some of that every so often.
I need so much wholesome.
What
a lot of
else?
my social media, Instagram is curated to be very wholesome. in
Yeah.
general.
My Instagram feed is
That's-
not, but we're not going to go there. Instead, I want to point out that all of the people with really big followings on social media are also real people who need like normal connections with folks, right?
Yeah.
And so every once in a while, like the magic of social media is that you can spend 10 minutes chatting with children's books or chatting about children's books with like Chelsea Clinton or somebody,
Right.
right? And
Yeah, you can have really.
there is
really
no
cool Oh,
world.
we're down a member.
Yep. There's no world where like I have access to her in any other capacity, to be clear.
Right. But you can have these like amazing moments where like the person, somebody you really admire, like likes a comment or responds to you on something, and it is pretty cool.
Yeah, and every once in a while, that type of thing can develop into, like, something of an online friendship with somebody. I don't have that with Chelsea Clinton, to be clear. But
what a quote, sorry.
But
no, but I know what you mean.
I
did have, like, a more...
It's more than parasocial, but it's not,
Yeah.
it's not like a legitimate, like, we're real-life friends, right?
Right. But, for instance, I did and have gotten to know Alex Humphreys, who is the BBC weather person for the Welsh language in Cardiff. Reasonably well, to the point where I did an editing pass of her book for her at the last minute for fun. And because she needed somebody in music and games to look at it, and I was around.
Yeah.
And that's how I got Annie's quote in that book, incidentally. But that sort of thing also, like, I don't know a lot of people from England, it turns out. Shout-outs to Tim Summers, by the way, who was awesome. I did get to see Tim briefly this morning at the conference.
Theme parks conference. Woo!
Yeah, but you can, like, meet and engage people you'd never see otherwise. That's the real magic of the platform. This dungeon is 2 puzzles too long.
2 puzzles too long. But let's, do you want to save here since we're at 10:57?
I was going to have you do the boss.
Do you think I'm just about there?
Do you need to rest before you fight it?
No, because I still have that thing on.
I didn't know you were there. The game design language said so. I don't know how I know that, but I knew that you were done.
Crowd so riled their shins could break. Performance so wild the world will shake. Prepare for an unbridled unnerving of acrimonious aggression, irrigated by infuriation incarnate. But beware, for by the end, unlike your very selves, the ovation will surely be standing.
I want Valair to be dressed in the goth stuff and, like, out-goth the goth version.
Now, without further ado, I give you the Feral Queen. The puppeteer mostly has a fun design, but the sharp teeth are a lot.
I agree. And from a distance like that, it almost reads as braces.
Oh, Valair's mad. We've raged Valair. We're here to help. Will you let us? Just you 3? I was hoping for a challenge. You won't divide us any longer. Come then.
Valair being mean to her friends is not part of her character. I don't like the change in her here, actually. Zale's worked better for me.
Yeah, well, she's embracing her rage, right? Or being overtaken by the rage. I was gonna say the puppeteer's whip. Like there's things on the internet I don't need to see about that already. I guarantee it. Cool track.
This is a cool
Hey,
track.
what is this?
I'm not gonna do anything yet because I want to hear
I have to pee too much to, like, make commentary. Oh man,
that
I'm
faux
sorry.
grony went right through you.
it really did. The focus.
Listen to that active bass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very digital synthesizing
trigger.
bass. Right? Like it's not
Yeah.
like a slap bass.
Ooh, orchestra hit. Mild.
Subtle orchestral hit.
Yeah. If you could, that's like such an oxymoron, but it
This
was.
has, like, Chrono Trigger adjacent timbres now. Like,
Yes.
you know, like the cool
Yup.
bass section
The
of
strings
Secret of
with
the
that
Forest
bass?
when the flute is out
Yes.
and the bass is in.
Flute is out, bass is in.
I'm literally not even doing my first move because I just want to hear the whole thing.
Nice sequence.
Ooh.
Have to have our
That went to a chord I wasn't expecting.
our battle syncopation, of course. Little
Chromatic-y moment.
Yeah, but what chord progression is this? This is a thing.
It's just this descending line, but don't ask me. I'm focusing on not peeing.
Boom boom.
5-1.
Shut up.
Is it
I'm
in
such
the
a theorist.
foreground? Okay,
Shut up.
that's a loop.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I guess we'll start with this. because this is my favorite one to do. Heck yeah. Ugh, that base is good.
I love that.
She did one more than I was anticipating. All right. Do we try to
Juggernaut will do
sunbalance her?
more. No.
You think?
Yep.
Oh shit! It's the circle.
Just stand there.
No, because it's not. It's the
not
other
the circle. It's the spiral.
The spiral sucks. Worst pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. Mole vault. Uh-oh. Sounded like...
You know, for a move with a
kind of
lot
blocked
of locks, that really wasn't so bad, honestly.
No, that wasn't the worst. Well, we won't break the lock, but... Okay. That one I could kind of use auditory cues for. It
There you
wasn't,
go.
like, perfect, but
That one needed an
wasn't the worst.
epilepsy warning. I'm sorry.
yeah, that was a lot.
Trigger times.
Yeah, very.
It's funny to see you use the combo points there. I would have saved it to break locks later.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I've had just enough of my own Negroni to not be very analytical. I've also just had a really long week. I'm so just buried in work that I will say, one issue that I struggle with, and I don't know who in the chat will resonate with this, but I'm so used to like other academics and like other people in school like being on summer break, you know, and like they enter this phase where they're able to kind of work on research projects and be very productive. And every year, we have to figure out like where she is. Nope. Nope. That's okay. Carney kiss. That's a vibe. All right, we're gonna tart you. What was I saying? Oh, June. June is always the worst because if I get to teach 2 classes, which is not something I'm complaining about because the money is very much needed, then it does mean that for one of the classes runs May to June, and then one of the classes runs June to July. So for the month of June, I have 100 students, and it's like no matter what I do, I'm always feeling very behind. And for the most part, like, it's a pretty chill structure. Like, everybody's pretty understanding, you know, for the most part. It's a very, like, enabling success kind of structure. Choose your own adventure. Everything's pass-fail. You know, it's not very arbitrary. So, like, there's a lot of good in just the structure that helps with that. But it's so hard. I just feel so behind all the time. And then, of course, I'm like... You ramp up into gig season, you have gigs pretty much every weekend, so then like weekends aren't even free from
Have a break, yeah.
Yeah, weekends aren't even really free from work except for a lot of Sundays.
I become the primary parent in the summer times.
Yeah.
And so I don't get a lot of work
So
done
you-
because I am parenting.
Yeah, and so I know you resonate with. For me, it's worst in June. Then it kind of lets up a little bit in July. Like I still have 50, but like at that point they're settled into the class, and it's like mostly smooth sailing from then.
Yeah.
And then I just have to kind of keep staying on track as much as I can. But it's hard. I always feel bad. I always wish there was more of me, because that on top of parenting and like doing anything else, right?
Right.
Being a good friend, feeding us, keeping our house from being a disaster, all of those things. I'm always just like, why is there never enough of me ever?
Our house just is a disaster.
You are
Comp
more than
summer.
enough.
Good luck with comp summer. That is so much work, but it's kind of nice to spread it out over summer too. Like when, at least theoretically, you're not doing too many other things at the same time. You might be working and stuff, but. We need bonk. And-
Trapeze. We'll do it. Under Valaire's skills.
Oh. Okay. Could have been worse, but at least it killed those locks.
Yep.
Buis roulette. Ah, yes, this is this one again. Do we have anybody that has anything? No, they're all just single attack.
It's because you're muted, actually. You can't use your skills right now.
Oh, that wasn't it. It'd be nice to, like, just get lucky and get it. Nope. Nope. You were there the whole time. Okay. Oh, and you're the only one that can do anything, too. Okay, well.
Nice.
Let's do this one, because some heal them.
Mm.
It's pretty good.
There we go.
There we go. Beginning to sense at the control she has over me. We'll talk later, okay? Please, I need to do this alone. Just end this. Show me your real fury. This is a little too resonant of therapy.
Da Vinci Resolve.
Oh. Oh, I don't want to pole vault. I hate that one.
Can you trapeze now and get a ton? Oh, this too.
Could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, this one again. And now there's only one of me. And they're just there. I can't attack them. Nope. Alright, any guesses?
Bottom middle.
Bushes.
Hey, nice.
Thank you.
Did you see that, or were you just lucky?
Just lucky.
Like, was there a way to see where two went?
No.
That resolution is so Chrono Trigger. Nice. Okay. We're gonna do this one again because I like it. It feels good.
Yeah, once you start having to program a good UI UX experience yourself.
Whoa, that is so many locks.
Yeah, can you trapeze it and get them all?
Well, I don't know about them all, but we'll see.
There you go.
Whew.
I was gonna say, once you start doing a lot of that UI UX work, you do start to like think about how good, or even worse, how bad UI UX stuff is.
Yeah, I didn't have a comp. I don't think I had a comp summer. I just did mine in a regular semester. But ours were so different from like almost everybody else I've talked to that like, I don't know, you just kind of like were a zombie for a month and you did it.
Are we talking about PhD comps here?
Yeah, well, I am.
That was a week for me. I don't know what you guys are talking about for a summer.
Mine was a month. Mine was four prompts over 4 weeks. You'd get like a prompt from one of your committee members on whatever Monday, and by the next Monday you had to turn in like a full research paper on it. Mine
That's
all
how ours
were
work at FSU.
were like 30, 40 pages. So like I don't know how I did that. It just kind of happened. But I remember I prepped in advance. I like did freezer
Wait,
meals.
each one? That's not like FSU. We
Yeah.
limit it to 10.
Something like 15,000 words in 6 days.
Somewhere, I don't know where I put it, but
much.
I have a bound copy
not that much.
of my like candidacy like responses. A couple of them fed directly into the dissertation, and others were more just like, we want to kind of test you in general on musicological skill.
Right.
So like Danielle Foster-Lucier asked me a question on, and she did throw me a bone by giving me a question on Shostakovich string quartets, because she's like, that's at least you're a string quartet person. So I did a really interesting one. I think I talked about 7 because that is just personally my favorite. So
I
fun
think
fact.
that's how UConn also works that way, since I'm on a committee at UConn, where it's like a mixture of like feeds into the dissertation, but some stuff is like a comprehensive exam, but like a little bit still in your, like we want it to be in the pocket of something you might know.
Yeah.
That's not your dissertation, which is like, it's humane while being rigorous, which I really appreciate. FSU is very geared towards the dissertation, and UChicago was like 0%. 0%. That's why it was a summer. We had to study the whole summer.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm referring to. It sucked ass and butt.
Well, and ass and butt.
And butt.
The two distinct flavors here.
Flavors.
That's not where I wanted to go. Was it?
Me neither.
Maybe. Remember too that like ours could be very targeted because we had the first year like competency exams, I think they called them, where it was 12 hours of exams over 2 days. So you do 6-hour chunks. And
FSU
that was
is similar. We have
yeah.
a separate one too. Yeah, and I think that's also.
That was all of the like, are you a music history textbook? Like how much, you know,
exactly.
Can you teach like classical and Baroque if you have to? That was all that stuff. It was like score study, listening ID. There was a 1 hour ethno exam based on whatever like area you had taken. So mine was on like Hindustani music.
Yeah.
Because that was the ethno class that I had taken. So like that type of stuff. And then they basically would fail you on stuff. Like you were not, most folks didn't pass all 12 on the first go. It was a little bit of
we also
just so
were
you
like
feel
that.
humble,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And they weren't
it was
mean.
not.
They weren't mean per se, but like I failed my Bach exam famously because it was all about Lutheran chorale stuff, and I am not Lutheran. We had very little exposure to Lutheran music, so like if they had asked me about Bach, you know, orchestral stuff, if they'd asked me about like Brandenburg or the solo violin repertoire, I would have been fine, right? But yeah, I famously failed my Bach exam, and then what did I do a bunch of years later?
Won a Bach award.
I won a Bach award.
There you go. Did you have, so I had this thing happen where people were asking me like at AMSSMT after like, oh, like you did your comps, congratulations. And I had to be like, I actually failed one. And they were like, ooh, ew, like they were embarrassed for me. And I didn't want to say like, oh, people fail them all the time at U Chicago, you know, like
Like it's actually part of the process.
it's
Right.
part of the process. Like a lot of people do pass them all, but a lot of people fail several. Like it is not a prelims where it's
My
based on your
first-
dissertation at all. Yeah.
Well, my
so people
first
were like, "Are
AMS
you
was
okay? Are you
November.
dumb?"
My first AMS, I'm gonna find a safe point here, but my first AMS was in November, and that first year exam would have been in the spring, like May, probably April. And so like there wasn't talk about that. So I would have already been past the rewrites at that point. But then
Yeah.
candidacy, it was the same kind of thing where like it wasn't close enough to when AMS was happening that would have even come up for me. But yeah, I remember doing candidacy and then going right into a summer and kind of like, okay, great, I guess I'm doing this now. You know, like how do I dissertate? I don't know.
Yeah,
Here's some more tunes.
for me, there was a differentiation between like the master's exam that kind of also served as the we will accept you into the PhD program exam. That was a 7-hour day of test, but essentially all of undergraduate theory
Yeah.
and history all at once. Get fucked. As Julianne just described. And
Yeah.
then moving from PhD student to PhD candidate was a dissertation proposal, no specific full chapter completed, but you needed the full outline of what you're gonna do. And then they gave you 4 different long form essay questions, and I got mine all at once, and I had a week
Oh,
to get it done.
Wow.
And
Oof.
that was the 16,000 words in a week.
That's crazy. I mean, I did 150 pages of my diss in a month, so like, I've done it, but
Well, what's
the
really annoying is
proposal?
they knew that I had a 7-month-old child at that point, and they were like, "Oh, just have Addie parent for the week."
oh gosh, so easy, right?
Right?
Oh, just throw it on your spouse.
yeah.
Fine, it's fine. It's a
Yeah.
wife, so it's a 7-month-old.
I can't imagine a proposal being 100 pages. That's
It was
too
a little.
much.
It was a
They
little
need to
much.
be reined in. They need
It
to
was
be reined in.
it was half the fault of students and half the fault of faculty that demanded stuff like that. Like
But
it's
yeah.
not good enough, write more. So they changed
Yeah, my
things. and-
proposal
I
I,
don't
think was only
know.
about 20 of the whatever 100-some pages I wrote
yeah,
in
mine
that
was
week.
like between 20 and 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
like
to
a
do
normal
one.
proposal.
right.
This is the thing. I didn't have to
You
do
didn't
one.
have to do a proposal.
I didn't. It was just like you and your advisor figure it out.
That's kind
But
of nice.
yeah, this is where like our first year exams, I haven't seen that everywhere, although some places do have something similar. And then our candidacy exams are just 4 random questions. They may or may not relate to your diss depending on your committee and how they're feeling, what your connection to them is, right? But we didn't ever do, like most people do that bibliography thing where they like pull together a bib and have to like be tested on it. We didn't do that. Good luck. Go
Yeah.
build a bib. So when Julianne, you tell me like you love how I do lit review and like you think I'm particularly good at it, like
Yes.
that's extra cool because like I never formally got that. I just
Yes.
had a knack for it, I guess.
And I didn't either, but I still think
Ooh,
that
I like this
you're.
track.
And I'm not good at it. Like I didn't either, and I'm not good at it. So yeah.
I like the bardcore version of this track.
It is good, but we're losing it.
Oh,
We are losing it.
I've been losing it for a while, buddy.
Is it time? I mean, it's 11:20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's time.
I know.
Yeah,
we
they're
got,
they're
we
like
got
they're
our-
talking about their feelings. I will save and
It's a nice fireplace.
something got we got a ticket talk it. We got it like
Mm.
TikTok because we're in a call.
Yep. Hmm.
Fighting a dweller without my real powers, but we don't have a choice. Should tell them about our idea. I say we save it for later as a surprise. No, that's not fair. You said it was okay to keep surprises secret earlier. Okay, fine. So there's a surprise apparently.
I want it to involve portals.
Ready to go already? Okay, I will save.
It'd be really sick if during the final DLC fight you transform back
Oh,
into your old
that's-
character class and just start like beating ass.
Oh, it's outside. Yeah, I wonder. Cool. The Puppeteer's Big Top. Okay, well, there's that. We're gonna turn to title. Call it.
Call it. Sea of Stars.
Wait,
Sea
what
of
was your
Stars.
civilian job? I forgot that you had like a real job.
Oh, I was just like a person who worked at a nonprofit who just like helped every single it was an education nonprofit in Philly that worked
Okay,
with
cool.
like low income places, and I just like helped everybody do everything.
Nice.
I was a learning and development specialist, but I was just like, I wasn't secretary, I didn't answer phone calls, but I just like made
But you were
things
like an
for
office
everybody
assistant,
happen.
get stuff done, gopher.
Yeah, I made a lot of documents and like ran a lot of meetings. Yep.
I had an offer
you
to
have a
take one of
civilian
those,
job?
but turned it down when I got into grad school instead. But
Right.
that was my fallback, was to do that exact thing for Lutheran Social Services, which is headquartered
We're
in
the
Twin
same
Cities.
person.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I think
Same
most
person.
folks, a lot of folks in our general milieu know what my like civilian job during grad school was, right?
To be fair, I didn't work this during grad school. It was before.
Yeah,
but
yeah. But like the
but,
closest thing I had to a civilian job ever, other than like gigging, which I've just done since high
I
school.
was going to say, you're not talking about continually gigging.
Are you talking
for
about the
stuff.
editing? Talking about editing or something else?
Editing, yeah, editing I picked up thanks to Reba, actually got me that job when I really needed money. No, I'm talking about anthropology. I was
Oh, yeah, you worked at
Oh,
anthropology.
yeah.
I was an
Oh, I
associate,
thought
but
that
I
was
also
earlier.
styled people.
Yeah, I thought that was
And
like
I don't know
during
what-
undergrad,
I don't know when
not
I thought
after.
it was.
Oh
Yeah, I
no,
don't
that
know
was
when
during
I
my
thought that.
PhD. That was during my PhD. I worked
Oh,
at
okay.
anthropology at down in Columbus.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
some reason I
so
thought that was your
I-
undergrad job.
No, my undergrad job was I worked for like case housing and the conference services. So like when stuff like NACFGM came, I would like handle like if people would stay in the fancy like dorms, because that used to be an option instead of just staying in like the hotel. Now they have a hotel, so they make people do that. But you used to be able to like straight up just stay in the nice dorms, which had kitchenettes and they were actually pretty cool. And you would like put linens out for your conference and do all of that. But then a lot of it was like office work. You would handle mail for students that were on campus for the summer and stuff. Pretty easy during the school year too. But I remember my one boss was really into Ren fairs. Like she would go every weekend, and like
Nice.
because and we found this out because the offices, like, you could bring in dry cleaning and it would like get taken out and then brought back to you. So if you had like if you were an undergrad that had to go take an interview, you could like get a suit pressed or whatever. But she would bring her like Ren Fair dresses to get them cleaned. And we were like, whoa, Rhonda, like that's awesome. And then she would bring, you know how they have those like horns that have like the spiced like sugared nuts that like you can buy, like
Yeah.
that type of stuff. She would bring us like treats from the Ren fairs, and she would like her and her husband, like that's what they did on the weekends. They would like travel to these Ren fairs all summer. And she would bring us like amazing food from them. It was so cool.
Nice.
But yeah,
Hey,
my civilian job was anthropology.
while I have everybody here, I'm going to resize a couple windows so that I can do my old fancy thing that I did in the pre-MS Teams era of doing stuff on stream, which means I need to re-enable Karen's window briefly too. Nobody can hang up yet. Yes, I'm
Okay.
doing all of this behind the stream stuff on the stream live. Too bad.
Also,
There we go.
I
Okay.
still did the like
Yeah.
top hat, but I added
cool.
the giant polka dots felt kind of circusy this week. Right?
There you go. Oh
Right.
yeah,
Oh,
there you go. In the pocket.
I don't have anything that
Absolutely.
is circusy. I'm in my Meridian Pride shirt, technically.
But I'm still
just
doing
so
I'm still
full.
doing rhinestones for the stars because it's Sea of Stars. So still
There you
doing the vintage rhinestone jewelry.
Nice.
But yeah,
So it
We look
sounds like
good.
we'll finish Sea of Stars next week, actually, right?
maybe.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, because
I
like,
haven't looked up any spoilers.
But
Unless Karen wants to do a
a
suggested
birthday thing,
like a
yeah.
Karen
Yeah,
thing.
Karen might get a
Yeah.
week of interruption to do birthday, but
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of like that it's like just a short little like
Yeah.
enjoyable
a
add-on.
month thing is good. Yeah. Longer
Yeah,
than that, and it starts
yeah.
to drag.
Especially in the summer.
And then we'll probably do Clear Obscure, right?
Yes, except 2 weeks from now, I am out of town for a combination of my wedding anniversary, 17 years, by the way, and
Oh
my family
God.
reunion.
Amazing. I'm also out of town, so it's perfect.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now. I
Renaissance
won't be here.
Unfair.
Renaissance Unfair is amazing.
Oh my God, Jordan,
That's
get
so
out of
good.
here.
I love it. I love it.
You're hired and fired with that.
Amazing.
Wait, well, you're out of town the last weekend of June. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 14 days from now, the 26th.
Honestly, that works out because isn't that when Karen does MedRen? So like Karen's out of commission anyway.
I think so, yeah.
I think she's doing it the following week. I think it's in July, but I'm also out that week and the following week. So I think it's all coordinated.
The next time we're all back, we will have Claire Obscure, and I have a guest lined up for us. We just have to make sure that she's free. I'll save it until we can confirm the date. But I'm extremely excited. We're going to luck out if we get her to come on with us.
I think that'll be really fun.
Yeah.
I will probably at least listen through a little bit of the soundtrack. I won't spoil anything game-wise, but I will try to listen in a little bit and see what I glean. Just from the track you showed me, I have thoughts, but yeah, I'm excited.
The whole thing's amazing. All right.
That's going to be a good one. And you gifted me a copy, so I really should start it. But I'm like, I also kind of don't want to, like, I'm not as spoiler averse as Julianne, but I'm like, it would be fun to kind of like experience it for the first time with you guys.
I won't even listen to the music.
Yeah. Yeah, for you, that's a bridge too far. For me, I'm like, I'll do a little.
What I will warn, and that's true of anybody who's thinking about buying it right now and wants to like be with the stream as we all do it for the first time. I'm already doing it with Addie, so like you're gonna get the secondhand takes from me with apologies.
Happy anniversary,
indeed.
Just said the same thing at the same time.
Anyway. If you start this, there are big spoilers in the first 40 minutes that are like,
yeah, I know.
So like this is not one of those things where it's like, oh, there's a big mic drop like midway through, but the first couple dozen hours are gonna like feel normal. No, this is game of the year, and it's game of the year right now. So beware if you're going to start it.
It's going to be a lot of competition for Game of the Year. We've had some good things happening. I don't think Sea of Stars will be in the running because it's just like an add-on experience. And so far, emotionally, it's like it hasn't gut punched me yet. But
both Claire Obscure will gut punch you. Blue Prince, if you play enough, will gut punch you. And will like expand your mind as well.
And I missed when we did that, right? I don't remember seeing any of it.
We only did it as like a half an hour.
We did like 2 seconds.
Here's this game. Yeah. It looks cute. Let's see what this free game is.
I was either off that whole stream or like I was late because I had a gig or something. Like I didn't see Blueprints. I remember not seeing
If you want to finish Blueprints, what I will tell you is it requires the database building skills of an Addie or a Sarah to get through.
Ew. Yeah, Sarah mentioned building a database, and I was like,
become smart.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I feel like Joe might be into that, but it really depends. I can't always predict how that man is going to respond to a video game because, like, sometimes we're very aligned, and then other times we are polar opposites, and it's spicy, right? Well, like when he told me he hated Stardew Valley, I was like divorced.
That makes me feel better that you don't read him well on that front, actually, because I mean, for all sorts of obvious reasons, you know him much better than any of us. I've always thought Joe is hard to read in terms of opinions on games. Whereas, like, I can look at a game now and I'm like, I need to buy this for Julianne immediately. And in fact, I did do that last night for this dumb little indie game that's so fun.
We've all done that for each other, I think.
But we all know each other's tastes pretty well. I never know.
And he knows my
how
taste
Joe
really well.
is going to react. He's very unpredictable.
Yeah, me neither.
He's a total wild card. And like I will think that I know because I'm like, in general, I try to read like Ludologist. If I just think in that lens, that helps, but it's not always accurate.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Blueprints will expand your mind.
To him, in his brain, it's like perfectly logical, right? And it's like, how could you miss this? And I'm like, I don't get it. So yeah, we argue a lot about games, actually. But not in a mean way. We just, he never checks the clock for elixirs. This is the fundamental difference between us.
Yeah. Anyway, we will see you all next week.
That's awesome.
And then we're going to take a break. It'll be awesome. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.